Hi, gals and fellow pastors' wives. My name is Mary England Murphy, and I am a perfectionist and I am a people pleaser. When my husband and I went into ministry 41 years ago, I was absolutely primed to be my own worst critic. When Rhonda Ray asked me if I would speak to you a little bit on this subject, I knew I was the perfect one because I am such a professional in this area. I am so self-critical. When she talked about doing a video, I thought, oh my goodness, what will the other pastors' wives be saying on their subjects? Will they be more articulate than me? Will they do a better job than me? What should I wear? Should I color my hair? I want my makeup to be right. Maybe I should lose 10 pounds because that would make me look better on the video. There were all kinds of thoughts that went through my mind because I'm so self-critical. Now, some of you may be saying, oh, that is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Who even cares? Well, and that there are others of you that are saying, you know what, I get it. I understand what you are going through because I go through the same things. I'm also my own worst critic. Well, you girls are the ones that I want to talk to today. I think that there are three primary facets to becoming our own worst critic. And this is what they are. Number one, we struggle with insecurity. And number two, we care too much what other people think. And number three, we have a tendency to compare ourselves to others, which is exactly what I was doing as I was preparing to do this video. I was going through all three of those issues, struggling with insecurity, caring too much what other people thought, and my tendency to compare myself to others. Well, you know, girls, we're not going to solve that problem in a 2 or 3 minute video. It's a lifelong issue, as you can tell with me. But you know, let's address those three issues from God's perspective, and hopefully I can encourage you a little bit, because you know, God's perspective is really the only one that matters. Number one, insecurity. Never forget that you were created in God's image as a unique individual, and God knew you from the foundation of the earth. You are His child. You are the heir to everything that He has through Jesus Christ, and you are His princess. That makes you special. There's no reason to be insecure. He knows the plans that He has for you. He has designed them especially for you. Number two, living up to the expectations of others. There has to be a real balance here, because we certainly should care what other people think, but we can't live our lives by their expectations and by their opinions, because you know what? God's opinion, God's expectations, those are the ones that really matter. When others give advice, give it prayerful consideration, but you only need to live up to God's expectations for you. Number three, those of us who are self-critical are usually guilty of comparing ourselves to others. And the reason I use the word guilty is because God specifically says in 2 Corinthians 10:12 that we are not to compare ourselves to others, that we are not wise. Now, I don't know about you, but I want to be wise. I want to have the wisdom of God. And so I don't want to compare myself to others, even though I tend to also be guilty of it. When you find yourself comparing yourself to others, remember that the only one that you really need to compare yourself to is the person, the pastor's wife, the woman, the child of God that He wants you to be, that He wants you to become. And remember, Romans 12:1 and 2, it's a transformation process. It's a metamorphosis. God is taking you through a process to become the woman that He wants you to be. And to help you when you are struggling with your self-criticism, I've got 5 questions here that I want you to ask yourself when this problem rears its ugly head, because it is an ugly head. Number one, am I being realistic? Is this something that in an area where I really need to make some changes in my life? Because maybe it is, and maybe there's something that you can do about it, but maybe these are unrealistic expectations that you have for yourself. Number two, what does God expect from me in this situation? I can tell you right now, it's not perfection. That's not what He expects from you. Number three, am I trying to please myself Am I trying to please others, or am I really trying to please God? Number 4, have you prayed about it? Have you sought God's counsel through His Word? Remember to always go back to the Word and to always seek God through prayer. Number 5, have I counseled with my husband or another godly mentor? You know, sometimes our husbands and sometimes our friends can put a proper perspective on it and tell us if this is something we really need to be concerned about it. And hopefully they'll do that in love. Well, I hope that these few words have been an encouragement to you. And God bless you, girlfriend, and quit being so hard on yourself. Bye-bye.